Om Bhavadbhya Dharma Dhwaj Rakshakebhyo Namaha. Hello friends. In this video we are going to understand the core terminology dharma. Many people pronounce this term as dharma, which is incorrect. I had a friend during graduation days. He had Hindi as a subject in school but not Sanskrit. But for some unknown reasons during a presentation on Mahabharat, he was calling Mahabharat as Mahabharata, Arjun as Arjuna, Dharm as Dharma, Duryodhan as Duryodhana. So let us correct our pronunciation first. The term dharm is derived from Sanskrit root verb dhru, which means to sustain or uphold. But sustain or uphold what? Let us consider a case of motherhood. When a woman becomes a mother, immense changes occur in her mentally, emotionally, physically. She becomes wiser and more empathetic. She observes her child every moment. She is able to tell if he is hungry or feeling hot. Instinctively and intuitively, she can satisfy the needs of the child. What is she upholding? This Swadharm, this natural order of a woman as mother, is called Matradharm. That woman might be a school teacher. When she goes to school, she teaches many students. At that time, her focus is on students. She might be dispelling their doubts. At that time, she is a guru. She is embracing Guru Dharma. At some times, she might think about her own child and not focus on the situation at hand. Thus, she might not answer the students correctly and efficiently. In society, because of fear or worry, many might do the same. But in this situation, Guru Dharma is not being done correctly. Moreover, a wicked woman might slap students out of frustration or sadism. In this case, Dharma is not embraced in any way. Her actions tread into the boundary of Adharma. What is Adharma? It is simply the lacking of Dharma, where actions based on attachment cause instability and chaos. Friends, we must understand that Dharma is neither good nor bad. Good and bad, these words must not be used to understand the Sanskrit term dharma. Is killing good or bad? Most would say it is bad. But what happens when a mosquito sits on us? Why do people go for pest control? Is killing mosquitoes, cockroaches good or bad? Is killing animals for taste or rituals good or bad? Let us take another case of a soldier. A soldier upholds Kshatriya dharma. He may be empathetic and kind, but what should he do if a terrorist tries to cross into his nation? He obeys the command of his higher officers and he kills the terrorist. Is it good or bad? Should he allow terrorists to have a free pass and kill innocent people? Okay, now let us bring some twist into this example. What if the commanding officer of that soldier takes happiness in killing innocent women and children? There, should the soldier obey the command of that officer in performing the same actions? Here, beyond Kshatriya Dharma, the soldier is also facing his Rashtra Dharma, the Dharma towards his nation. Are the actions of his commanding officer aligned to that higher dharma? If not, what should the soldier do? I leave this contemplation to you. Please comment and tell what should be the correct course of decision and actions. From these examples, we find out that a person can have many different kinds of dharma. At a different place, he may uphold a different dharma. He may be a father, so he upholds Pitra dharma. He may be a soldier, so he upholds Kshatriya dharma. During state or national voting, he upholds Rashtra dharma. This is what I call as horizontal hierarchy of dharma, where at a different definition of time and space, he upholds a different dharma. A soldier embraces Kshatriya dharma and beyond that Rashtra dharma. His Kshatriya dharma must be aligned with his Rashtra dharma. It must not fancy any personal attachments of his commanding officer. This is what I call as vertical hierarchy of dharma. These hierarchies are not mentioned anywhere, nor are they static. They change as per time and space. I have formed the meaning of vertical and horizontal hierarchy to present a better understanding of dharma. Friends, once again, there are many kinds of dharma like Putra dharma, the Swadharma as a son, Matra dharma, the Swadharma as a mother, Guru dharma, the Swadharma as a guru, Shishya dharma, the Swadharma as a disciple, and so on. If a woman has a child, then she cannot compare her Matra dharma to that of another woman. Her Swabhav is different as compared to other women's Swabhav. Their children are different, their circumstances are different. Their understanding of the world is different, and so one should nurture his dharma devotedly, even though erroneous in the beginning, instead of comparing it to that of someone else and following it. Similarly, if one is watching others and their happy life all the time, whether on television or social networking sites or imagining through gossips or other ways, even though the backend story might be different. Then when is he living his own life? We must remember that we have a Swadharm towards our mind and body as well. Let us divert our attention to the case of a student. An efficient disciple listens to his teacher devotedly with focus. After listening everything, it is well within his rights to question that teacher. There he upholds Shishyadharma. To reiterate, he must listen devotedly. If he reads any book, he must read that also devotedly and then question with the intention of genuine knowing and learning. In Bhagavad Gita, when Arjun sees his friends and relatives in the battlefield, he becomes dejected. His understanding of dharma begins to fluctuate. He tells Krishna, कार्पण्य दोषोपहत स्वभावः पृच्छामि त्वाम धर्म सम्मूढ़ चेताः यच्छ्रेयस्यान् निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्य te aham shadhimam त्वाम प्रपन्नम. This means my swabhav is crippled by lowly weakness, and my mind is clouded towards dharma. Certainly tell me whatever is correct. I am your disciple surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. At that moment, Krishna begins to narrate the account of the greatest truth, the most mysterious knowledge, and in verse 4.34 he says, Tadvidi pranipaten pariprashnen sevaya updekshanti te jnanam yaninah tattva darshanah. This means realize that knowledge through complete devotion, questioning, and service. The enlightened seers who have seen the essence will impart the knowledge to you. The same emphasis can be seen in Akulvir Tantra. The point is that knowledge should not be absorbed blindly. Who has a better understanding of mathematics? One who blindly remembers the theorems or one who derives them? Similarly, dharma should not be upheld blindly. A good father may scold his child for his own betterment, for his better future. Friends, we learned that a person can have multiple dharma, and his swadharma must be aligned to a higher dharma. All these different kinds of dharma have a seed, a bij. They depends on time and space. They are perishable. But beyond these dharma, there is param dharma. It is imperishable and beyond time and space. It is without a seed. It is nirbij. Because it is eternal, a constant, it is also called Sanatan Dharma. One who anchors to this dharma ceases to cross into the boundary of adharma. His mind stops plotting castles of wickedness. All impurities of his swabhav start diminishing. He starts embracing the highest form of bliss. One who realizes this, there, without attachment to anyone, anything, or to any oath, all his lower categories of swadharma are purified automatically. We can see this in verse 18.66 of Bhagavad Gita, where after narrating the entire account of truth, it says, Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraj. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshishyami ma shuchah. Which means, abandon all kinds of dharma and seek refuge in me alone. I will liberate you from all sins. Do not lament. What is the meaning of me in this verse? Is Krishna asking Arjun to surrender to someone called Krishna? Some name, some form, shape? Is Krishna being egotistical here? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Friends, if you understand the meaning of dharma, then answer in the comment box why Karna, Acharya Drona, Bhishma, warriors who were great knowers of dharma, ended on the side of adharma in the dharmic battle of Mahabharata. Now let us focus on another point connected to dharma. Some people translate dharma as religion. We have seen great actors saying in Hindi, मैं किसी धर्म को नहीं मानता. Even though without them even realizing it, they are nurturing different kinds of swadharma like Pitra Dharma, Putra Dharma, Rashtra Dharma, and so on. Whether they believe it or not doesn't really matter. Something dharma divides people even though their immunity system, organ cells are all upholding their own swadharma for the support and integration of the physical body. So they are thinking dharma divides, but their own immunity system is integrating. Friends, this translation of a majestic template like dharma to a narrow and limited word like religion is indeed a gross distortion. There is a saying, do not follow science religiously. What does it mean? Religion is not a Sanskrit term. In Western religions, they have a set of do's and don'ts. Some religions have a concept of a male god. Associating any female goddess is considered blasphemy. Questioning the book of belief of that religion is considered a sin. Then these Western religions have a concept of converting people. They think if someone accepts their religion, then they have pleased their God. Like children, they become happy, they rejoice, they think they have done a great deed. Some religions ask their believers to destroy followers of other religions. They even offer material bliss in heaven. Because of one god or multiple gods, there arises concepts like monotheism, polytheism, and so on. A person in old age wants peace, freedom from all mental disturbances and bondage. But if he is a believer, he is reduced to adhering to the compulsions of his religious book, to the words of a preacher or a cleric. It must be realized that these all are alien and narrow concepts when compared to the Vedic language. In the Vedic word, devas do not refer to gods. I request you to refer the core terminology devas. Please find the link in description. Agni is outside and inside us. Vayu is inside and outside. The entire field is composed of devas. Such major Sanskrit templates like devas and dharm neither adhere to the meaning of religion, nor to monotheism, nor to polytheism, nor to any religious acceptance. When one reads Shastras free from all these distortions, a greater imagery, an ocean of beauty emerges, a wisdom that silences the mind, not something that floods and pollutes the mind with do's and don'ts and the division of the world between us and them. A higher form of knowledge is that which frees the mind. It may not necessarily come from reading a book. It may come as some realization when dealing with a toddler or when we see someone smiling. In the end, friends, we must all think, what am I compared to this planet called Earth? What is this Earth as compared to the Sun? What is this Sun as compared to the galaxy? And what is this galaxy compared to the billions of other galaxies in the universe? We must all nurture our own dharma, whether the dharma as a father, brother, student, teacher, soldier, doctor, farmer, and so on. This dharma is not written in some book. Like blood, it flows from our heart. Like moments, we realize it. It doesn't really matter whether we study this dharma or not. We still uphold its essence without even knowing it. Friends, also we must all nurture questioning, like how Arjun had questioned Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Everyone wants someone like Krishna in his life, but no one thinks about becoming Arjun. I hope you liked watching this video. Please like and subscribe and consider a small donation to uphold this work on Shastras.